what? I'm gonna stick around. I'm gonna hang in there. And the treatment is not nice when you're an extra. It's not nice. It's not nice. The food, everything, Jay. It's not nice. But I'm like, you know what? It's fine. These people, they're gonna know who I am.
The favor located.
I'm coming back. Yes, I'm coming back. I'm gonna make a turn, and I'm gonna make sure that it happens. So, I've just been putting in the work, putting myself in those spaces.
So, as we all know, there's a saying that goes, Kale kokolo, Kale zazaman. Clearly today you just made sure that you want to gogolo all of us.
No, I needed to because at the last episode you guys
I'm
were
sorry,
actually...
but why do you look so serious?
No, I have to, man. I'm on brand. Especially when I'm wearing these glasses. I'm on brand. Top of the money. So, you know. But what I'm trying to say is the last time you guys were rocking glasses and I was left alone. So I decided that, nah, man, let me bring something dope, you know? Because what's my name?
Real Magivano.
It's show.
Abutama 2000.
The hot air balloon you're about to take off or you're about to skydive.
I think they're nice.
Nah, the rip lasts forever.
It does.
That's one thing that you need to know. The
You
rip
can
lasts
only
forever.
drip up to so long. I'm not saying much, but
And at some point, I'm gonna take them off, you know, to check out the trendsetters. But for now,
We just put them on.
just say you're on the market. Just say you are in the market.
No. Yeah, as long as there's money in the market, then yeah, you can talk to me.
All right, speaking of the money in the market, welcome to it, everybody. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, it is another exciting episode of Dot Trends Podcast. And unfortunately, Gustavo could not join us today, you know.
Yeah, no, he pulled through.
Yeah.
So who do we have now?
Yeah. All right, now you just have your guy, your one and only boy, Denisha, the Levitator, Triple F for Fresh Fly, as well as Fashionable.
Show. Yes, sir.
But obviously, I'm not doing this by myself. I'm joined by my wonderful co-hosts. Introduce yourselves.
Real Makivana here, a.k.a. Abutuama 2000. Obviously, another exciting episode. We're going to have an amazing time, man. We have a blazing guest, someone who's doing absolutely amazing in the entertainment industry. I mean, you know, this is the Trends Podcast. We got you, trendsetter, all the time. Another superstar needs to introduce themselves before we get into the actual guest.
In a lot of I can't take you serious. You look so serious. Like, what am I totally focused?
I'm on money. I'm on brand.
You want money. You
understand that I'm on brand today.
Hello, everybody. You are speaking to Hlezi P, and I am the next big thing. We are today going to be cooking. We're going to be cooking. Thank you so much for joining us, trenders. So we do have another superstar in the house today. Introduce yourself, superstar.
It's true.
Superstar, okay. I go by the name of Lindile. My surname is Nibe.
Yeah.
As most of you guys have seen me on the reality show, The Ultimatum. Yes, that's about it. I'm an aspiring actor, a guy of many talents, if you should put it like that. I'm just that guy who does not box himself. I just put myself in many spaces and yeah.
It's true.
You just keep it going. And you guys killed my introduction.
No, you can continue, man.
No, he already covered everything. It's just fine. It's fine.
It's true. Okay.
So before we can even start, I want everybody to claim their accent, you know, be it anything. I'm going to go first, and I'm going to claim the British accent.
Okay, so we're doing accents because our guest is an actor.
Yes.
Okay. Got you. Am I going international with this accent thing?
You can even go local. I mean, it is lekker.
Local is lekker, eh?
Apparently.
Okay, right. I'm trying to think of a place that I love in South Africa. It'll have to be Pitori. So, nakitla accent a Pitori.
I thought it's Durban. What happened to Durban?
Durban-ish, up until they took AKA from us, yeah. Skeptic.
Spicy.
Okay,
You're gonna leave it there.
So it's Pitori.
Yeah, I'll go for Pitori.
All right. What are you going to go with?
I'm gonna go. I feel like it's gonna be unfair for me to go for Sotho because I grew up around very Sotho Let me see, Tswana. I can do Tswana and Sotho, but I feel like they are more or less the same.
True.
So what should I go with? It's Xhosa.
It's close.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
Xhosa,
right.
but not Eastern Cape. So there's an Eastern Cape accent as a fine.
As fun,
Okay.
as funny. I'm gonna go with.
Come on, join me.
Let's see. I'm gonna go international, obviously. My brother. I'll go for Nigerian.
Nigeria.
Okay.
I'll go for Nigerian because I kill it.
Okay.
I kill it.
All right, so this one, before I can even get everybody to start, it's just a simple would you rather. Two options, you all get to select the option that, you favor the most.
Okay.
And obviously, I want this whole game to have an accent. So stick to your accent. Xhosa. You go with your Nigerian accent. Spitori.
Spitori, yeah.
And then I do me, because...
British.
British.
Yeah, just those.
British. and you must nail it, by the way. I'm a very big fan of the UK accent. So I'm going to judge you and very harsh.
Well, this should be very easy. Let's get it going.
Let's go.
So like I said to everybody, we're going to be
Yeah.
playing the would you rather questions.
Okay.
Basically, I give you one option. I give you two options. You get to select the one that you feel resonates the most with you.
Yeah. Okay.
So the first one will be, would you rather have a farting contest with a skunk or a burping contest with an elephant?
My brother.
What?
So your other one
That's a
to
tough
with
one.
the skunk.
Those are the nasty
What is a skunk first?
questions.
Maybe.
It's an animal. It's black and white.
Oh, okay.
You know it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, like I want on Faraga.
Stinks.
Professional
stinks.
fighter.
Yeah.
So I'd provide the options then again so that we can go in.
So would you rather have a farting contest with a skunk or a burping contest with an elephant?
Okay, right.
But Judge, I feel like this guy is cheating because now he's speaking in English. And then we said that we are not going to speaking in English, we are going to speaking
No,
in...
listen. When
No.
I answer Mfana, go ilata go Pitori.
Eh, lata go Pitori.
I can't go for chance, Joe.
You have failed because you were supposed to start with it from scratch.
From scratch.
From scratch.
Okay, right. I relate garanga Faraga. So, Kimango, Kima, answer Rampel.
Ke tla pele, okay.
What the hell is going on?
Let me take it then. Let me take it, Faraga.
Yeah.
And I'll rather fat little Faraga because I
Le
get it.
skunk.
Let's kank.
Yeah. It is a
Burping.
skunk.
Oh, burping with an
With
elephant.
an elephant,
With an
yeah.
elephant. Yeah, I'm fine. Get like alone because and get like what's a why, right? Elephant, it's part of Big Five, and obviously Big Five for Rabalat. I'm fine. What high? I sent to say dinyana. How we got Big Five, Joe? Ota counter we bear more.
I get.
Alright, there, so Joe. At least I tried.
My brother,
Yeah.
I would rather go with the elephant because I don't think my fat it smells that bad. Because I cannot go with the skunk because the skunk has a very, very bad smell. So my brother, I'm going with an elephant burp. I don't know about you. What would you go with?
Honestly, if you were to ask me, I would go with farting with a skunk. Because an elephant
Is
has
your fat that bad?
I mean,
My brother.
here's the
My
trick. Wait,
brother. Are you going to tell us something? What are you saying?
let me tell you what the trick is, right? My trick here is I do not clean my stomach. I just go for months on end without cleaning my stomach.
You will compete with the skunk. I get it very well.
Because with the elephant, I kind of feel like you need to have a long pipe and yeah.
But you know what my thing is? My thing is that I am very spiritually inclined. So I burp. I just burp.
You just
so
burp.
for me, it's a very easy one because I just go like
Example?
any time
Example?
of the day, it does not matter. So I will go with the elephant, my brother.
I'll be very happy if you can give us an example.
That's very disgusting.
I'm like, okay,
I was going to prepare myself. Nah, bro. I ain't doing that.
What would you go with?
Yo, ayinzima ne. Apha ndicinga le way bathi yintoni le elephant ne. So ngihamba nale elephant mina because yo hayi ukubhodla hayi man sikuxube nje ukutya nje utya ama grapes utya noba indoni yabo ukubhodla into easy man dayami yabo.
Putayam, yabo.
Honestly, I kind of feel like out of everybody, he was able to carry it.
Brother.
You keep on jumping from one thing to the next.
Brother, it's a talent. When you are listening to our people and then you are now going with that accent, it's a talent. Don't take me for
My
cheap.
my sister is the audacity.
It's not just that I just go
The audacity of even trying to explain it. You failed. You failed.
I failed very
failed. Combined together.
Dismally, I failed.
But I must say, like, they gave me enough opportunity to like practice it. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm thinking now what I'm gonna say. Whenever it's skanka, give a skanka. There's no way.
Okay. We still have another one.
Okay.
And I'm going to go with you so that you don't have to think about anything.
Yeah.
Would
Put him
you
on the
rather-
spotlight.
So I'm still continuing with that accent.
Wake a look.
Would you rather be able to turn your eyes into goggly eyes or turn your eyebrows into caterpillars?
Oh,
So you have your eyes go big so that you can see anything, or you turn your eyebrows into a caterpillar.
Easily. Ilula. Already amehla amakhulu. Namehla amakhulu.
Where?
Pinjani?
Where?
Dinamehla amakhulu.
Where?
Xa ndimangele nje thukile. Easy one.
Kind of feel like, would have been easy if we had a Simangele, you know, so that he can mangala. What would you go with?
my brother. I would go with goggly eyes. I like news. I like to see in the future. I like to see in the future. Goggly eyes, I want to see there by the nearest 10th or nearest
Exaggeration
100th.
for me.
Sister, I want to see what is going on the other side. Sister, look, I want to see what the next door neighbor is cooking in the pot. I want to see the spice in the meat. Brother, I want to.
Preach now.
Yeah, I'm preaching now. I just want to get to the inside of
I want to
it.
see tomorrow.
Tomorrow, brother, what are you saying
I'm
now?
pretty sure you even want to know what they were talking about
I
before
want-
they even
I want
prepared
to
the
know
meal.
what they are going to be talking about. Not what they are talking what they are going to
talk
put
about.
patents. Do you got me?
I get you, my sister.
Okay, right. You.
I told you. Wait, did I? Oh,
No.
I did not.
No, you didn't. You didn't.
I'm supposed to be the last one here.
I never.
Okay, fine. I would have my eyebrows be caterpillars, and I'll tell you for one reason. Everybody is always talking about my eyebrows. It gets tiring at times. So I kind of feel like if I have caterpillar eyebrows, then people will have an actual reason to talk. Because right now I don't see the reason that they're talking about them.
Yeah.
You know, they're pretty normal.
Are they?
Well,
Are they?
Seems like he's enjoying it.
Of course he is.
But we go with that. Yeah, my eyebrows.
Highland am faraga ne. Ke nyaka di bona tsotlhe mo lifeng. A ke robo.
Akir.
Because naga ka ba gore ke feel ga yi wa bo. Naga over bo. So if ke di bona ga fela most likely ke tlo khona bua ka tsona sharp jo ke ditafole monate wa tlhaloganya.
Beautiful and nice.
Ke ditafole nice
Yeah.
jo ke ditafole bodese jo.
Bodese.
Wa tlhaloganya. Because I bile ke tlabe ke na le experience ke di bone ga fela.
I get it.
I get one tall. So that's going to be my option.
Then
Okay.
go for me.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. Brian,
Hey, mfarag.
like what tell you something simple.
Yeah.
Buy simple.
Yeah, nruta mfarag.
For o bona le hore motho o zama bua spitori o tla mo tla re before a tlo bua o shapile ntho eo ene go utlwile fela hore o sa te nagana o sa batla te gather le
But let me tell you something, right? I love Sipitori, Hakitsu Pitori. I'll always try my level best, but gape ko e tlogela batho ba yona, jo. Understand?
o bone ngwana mongwe
Eh,
tlhaelang
na ka e tshwara ka e tlogela
ke
fela.
ra re o bone ngwana mongwe tlhaelang pila da go pitori that's horror that's pitori no
Yeah, love. I also
Yeah,
love
nah.
Pretorian accent.
Yeah,
I do.
Brazilian accent
I
is
do.
crazy. Yo, it's dope. It's dope.
Anyway, he kills it. Like Letabo kills it. Like,
He has family in Pitori.
but
that's
he
the thing.
kills it.
Yeah,
Family
yeah,
or
he does,
not.
he
what
does.
am I
see that.
killing I'm like everywhere because my sister I was about to come to you
My brother.
listen
What are you saying that?
The multi-talented, it's you. Me, it is you.
Take me now.
You were able to tell him in Sipitori so that he can fix it.
You know
told
what
him that
I'm
fix
saying?
it, Jesus.
Can I go out of the
did.
podcast now and go get a contract somewhere? Please, brother.
My
You
sister.
said you are an aspiring actor.
After
Connect me
here,
now.
after here, we going to get jollof or amala.
I want to
One
get
of the
a
two.
goose soup. Brother, I want to get full my stomach
Listen.
with the news.
Listen.
You got us now.
And finally, and Kwazi chases close and Yazama, but you had it.
That's not bad.
Nah, he had
That's
it.
not
He had it.
bad.
Big shout out.
I
Big
mean,
shout out. Big shout
it
out.
comes from experience.
Yeah, ibana
Say-
ngixelele bana uDenesha ngumntu
Multi-talented.
ewe
Sena
onolwimi
mbona madoda
olulula
yam-
yayibona loo nto brother yeah
Like I said, it comes from experience. You can connect you into
which experience
connect you into,
was it transmitted or which experience?
Let's just say have a type.
Okay.
It's a topic for another day.
No, just have a type. That's all.
Okay. That's all. Let's get into it.
But yeah, we're getting into the nitty gritties. Everybody, like we all said, we have the one and only guest here, right? And the reason why I'm not saying anything is because for the first time in my life, I'm actually getting to sit with somebody who goes to the same gym that I go to. And I want to talk everything fitness,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
But also, we have the ultimatum, which is where everybody got to know who he really is. And my first question to you is, why did you choose to give Caesar the ultimatum?
Why did I choose to give Caesar the ultimatum?
Yes.
It's kind of tricky because it's not like I knew there was gonna be a show, ne?
Yeah.
So you can also put it in that way, Lukuti, okay, there was an opportunity, but I'm with this person. I've only been with them for, how long was the relationship with them? I think it was like 3 months.
Yeah.
But because we stayed together, we were friends before the relationship and everything, and I feel like that was very fundamental for our relationship. We got to know each other for who we are. Because, obviously, most like when you're getting to know a person, especially when it's a romantic relationship, trying to be nice, you're trying to show them this nice side of you. You're pursuing them in a way, like you want them to see the nice things about you. But when it's a friendship relationship, you're just yourself. You're literally yourself. And if they like you for who you are, regardless of where you come from. And I think during that phase of the friendship phase, it didn't take me that long. I was like, Jesus Christ.
This is the one.
Where does this one come from?
Yeah.
I'm like, you're jackpot. And I didn't waste time. I let her know, like, from the get-go, with Keisha, I like our friendship. I like how cool we are around each other. Obviously, in the friendship, there's an attraction.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. So it wasn't, like, really that hard for me to actually express my feelings. And now she was surprised. She was like, oh, this guy sees me like that. I thought, like, it's just friendship, obviously. And then, we started dating and we moved in. I moved in. We moved in each other. We were neighbors, Sandiji.
Yeah.
We were neighbors. Like, everything happened so fast. Because think about it. We were friends for like 2 months, and then from friendship to relationship, from relationship to moving in with each other. From there to the ultimatum, our life in jail, it's just a movie.
Yeah.
If I think
And a
about
beautiful
it,
one to
and I'm
watch.
like, such things don't just happen, and it's for a reason.
Correct.
Because
So it won't make sense to a lot of people. Which why 6 months? But for me, it made sense and it felt right.
When you know, you know.
When you know, you know.
True,
I've
true,
always been going with that quote, when I know, I know. So yes.
So the reason I'm asking this is because there was a day when you received a call, and then we're like, Lindile, we have the ultimatum, South Africa. And I'm pretty sure you've watched the ultimatum before because we have different franchises.
Yes,
of the
I've
show.
watched it before, yeah.
And the show is very chaotic. It's chaotic.
Not as chaotic as ours, though.
Very.
Yeah.
So you got that call. What went into your mind?
I'm gonna be honest, ne? Like,
Yeah.
my thing, like my approach to reality shows, I was like, I always thought Gucci, they're all scripted. I didn't know there were reality shows that are not scripted. Like, I thought they were
That's
scripted.
reality.
I'm like,
Yeah.
baby, we're gonna go there. I want this, what, sharp, or hey, and then reality hit you when you get there, like, shit,
Oh,
okay,
what
now
did
I'm
I
here.
do?
Shit is going down.
What
Yeah,
did
yeah,
I
yeah.
sign, or what did I just get myself into? And, yeah, you just have to keep being yourself, keep
In
being
the
with yourself,
process, yeah.
and, yeah, go through the process, and you will see how things unfold.
I just want to know, like, from your side, like, how hard is it to be yourself, like, on a reality show, when you are busy thinking about this? Remember, this is going to be seen by a lot of people that know you, by a lot of other people that maybe might not wish well for you. So, like, how hard is it to keep to yourself, to being yourself?
How hard is it? I think it's different every day because you go through so much emotions that I think at some point you even forget Uguti, we are actually recording these cameras. You get used to it to that point because we shot for like 2 months doing the same thing. There's cameras in the villas, 24/7. The crew comes in every now and then. It's like you're like living every day. It's like living your life. Once you go there and you're like, you wanna be someone, you wanna be seen as this cool guy or whatever, it's gonna catch up with you at some
It's
point.
gonna catch up with you at
Yeah,
some
be
point,
yourself.
yeah.
I told myself I'm gonna be myself, be the best me as possible, and I wanna make mistakes. That was my strategy. Like I wanna make mistakes so that I learn. Because the most important thing for me is learning. Is trying to having a different perspective, yeah, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Having someone tell me the same things that Caesar tells me. Sometimes we are so toxic that we don't see it, and we are told. Now, when someone else tells us now, especially now when the show is out, now people are like, okay, this and this and that. I'm like, oh, I knew this, but we because relationships are very confrontational. Just you don't want to admit it, yeah, bro. So those were the most important things for me. Just learning, and making sure Guti, I become a better person, a better version of myself.
Better version of yourself. I want to take you back a bit, right?
Yeah.
So before even the shows and everything, I want to get to know you from a personal level. So I want you to tell us about a gentleman or a young boy, Lindile, growing up wherever you grew up, and I want you to mention that place as well so that it can make sense when we connect the dots. But I want you to tell me about a boy growing up. Where do you grow up? Maybe let me start
Where
there.
am I from? I grew
Yeah.
up I'm from Free State in Bloemfontein.
Oh, Free State in Bloemfontein. Okay.
I wouldn't have guessed.
Actually, I thought you were.
Hey, now let's take it back to Free State. How was it like life for you as a young boy growing up in Free State? What was happening in your life, and what were you hoping, to achieve out of this life before you even got to, everything else? So, give me an idea of a boy growing up in Free State called Lindile. What was happening in your life? What were your highs and lows? Like, break it down for us.
I'm gonna try and summarize because I have this thing of just
Yeah.
getting too excited. I wanna going on and on. I'm gonna
Yeah.
try. Okay, let me make it short. I did say that I come from Bloemfontein, Free State. Yeah. Sure. I never in a million years thought that I would find myself in, should I say, entertainment space,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
entertainment industry. Yeah, because everyone, obviously, when we at school, like metric or whatever, ne, you have dreams. Because now, obviously, whatever subjects you have chosen at that time, they kind of like direct you to
They
which
have
career
an
path you want
influence
to
in
go.
what you
Yeah.
want. Yeah.
Well, I wanted to go which path. I wanted to be a medical doctor.
A medical doctor.
But
Okay.
it wasn't like a thing. I'm like, okay, if it happens, it's now born. You never know what the future holds for you. Especially,
Yeah.
I think where you come from also plays a big factor in that. But I've always been
Correct.
someone who's like, I want good things for myself, and I'm gonna get these good things. Njani, I don't know, but it's possible. And I think what people must know is that if you want good things, you mustn't just say it. You must put yourself in those spaces. Talk to people who were there. Talk to people who know. Ask questions. Don't be afraid. And naturally, I'm a very shy person. I must also put that one out there. Like I'm very shy. Like Ekaya, when they saw this, when they saw me like being so busy here in Joburg doing this and that, they were like, "What? Wait, nah."
Wait, not out of all
We
the
couldn't have
people.
guessed.
Yeah.
But I was like, it was more for thing of I want to challenge myself. I want to just come out of my comfort zone. So, in as much as if we put career aside, it's very personal for me.
Yeah.
It's like self-development, doing the most difficult things, things that I don't know, that I never imagined that I would do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I learn in that way. Like, okay, so this is how it feels to do this. It's about experiences, yeah. Well, so that's how my approach to life. I take life as an experience. Whatever nje I do, what the kind of job that I worked at, I take it as an experience, and I try to ndithathe something from it, and then I will apply it maybe in the later stage in my life.
Yeah.
So growing up from Bloemfontein, I worked at a cell phone shop after doing matric. So after doing matric, I never went to varsity.
Okay.
I never went to varsity. I'm like, okay, they want to pay for me for varsity because, hey, we're like 6. I've got 6 siblings.
Yeah.
So imagine from 6 siblings, only my dad works, my mom doesn't work. It's tough. It's tough. I'm like, okay, let's go Masifuni Spani. We'll see, maybe I'll fund myself for school.
Yeah.
You get stuck now in this job because now you're like, okay, you're working, you're trying to, and now I'm not even, I'm depending on myself. Like, my parents don't pay for anything for me anymore because there's the young ones now who now need to be taken care of. Yeah. So it becomes a whole cycle now. It becomes a whole cycle, and then you're like, but I'm still that person who, like, I'm just an overachiever.
You want big things for
I
yourself.
want big things for myself. And I started and I started working out. From seeing that slightest change in and I was like, okay. So it's all about discipline, commitment, and just putting your head straight. Okay, I can do this. If I can do that, if I can transform my body, if I were to show you my pictures 10 years ago, how I looked, you wouldn't believe it, my brother. You wouldn't believe it. So the very same principles that I applied, building my physique, transforming my body, I applied to my life. I'm like, I can do the very same thing with anything. It's never too late. You can change your future. You can literally just dictate your future, and that's about it. And I just found myself here in Joburg. Here's an interesting part about all of this. So while I was still working at the cell phone shop, like in town, there'll be those photographers taking your pictures. You'd hear these things like, you're photogenic. What you look like you're someone who would be on TV. It's so many people have said this to me, and you're like, you just laugh it off. And then it happened that I came here. When I came here, a friend of mine hooked me up with a job. They wanted extras for Deep City. That was the first gig I got.
Deep City ETV?
Yes, ETV. That was the first gig I got. It's like, oh man, go there, what, and sharp. I went there, and then from there, someone saw me. That person who saw me there during that shooting here at Deep City, they saw me also on Facebook. It just shows you how when God has a plan for you, He will send people like in ways that you can never imagine.
True.
That person who saw me at Deep City, I saw a Facebook post on this one group. I don't even know how my picture ended up there. We're not even friends on Facebook. It's like, hey man, I saw you somewhere. There's a new series coming on. They need buff guys. You should apply. Send me the numbers, and then I applied, and then that was Black Door. When was Black Door? 2022. And then from Black Door, I started networking. I talked to people, exchange numbers. You know, when you see a guy who also has potential, you have the same goals, you want the same things in life, you make friends. I made friends here in Joburg, a lot of friends, and I just started putting myself in these spaces. I did so much. It's not a lot for me. When I look at them, like, this is nothing. This is nothing. I want that. I want that. And then people back home, they're like, dog, you hustling, you're doing. I'm like, nah, you're just scratching the surface. It's nothing. It's nothing.
We're only starting.
It's just that mentality of just wanting good things for yourself.
True.
But it's a whole story. Like, if I were to just break it down from how everything led to one thing, but I see it like this. This thing led me to this, and then it's a whole thing, and I didn't even see it. I never imagined it, but now I'm like here, and I'm getting comfortable with being on the screens and everything. But I'm still learning. I'm learning so many things. But it's quite a journey, my brother.
Yeah, it must be. And I mean, I'm listening to you. You came all the way from Free State to Joburg to be an extra. At what point in your mind were you to actually take such a big risk? Because extras usually in the country like get paid $200 for being
$500.
part of one scene. So where were you mentally, and how did you actually survive before everything big that is actually happening? I'm interested in that.
It's a whole journey. Actually, no. When I came to Joburg, my thing was I need to find a job. No, wait. Yabona ke. 2019.
Yeah.
I worked for the cell phone company, and then they moved me to Pretoria. When I got to Pretoria, I met someone who suggested that I go to a modeling agency.
Okay.
Got signed up with these people. I didn't really work, but they would send me briefs, and I was like, I want to do this, but now unfortunately I had to go back to Bloom, and I told myself, I don't know, I'm gonna come back to Joburg, but I need to
The
come
big
back
city.
there.
By the time you've tasted other life here.
Yeah, bro. Like already, I'm like, yo, I don't see my city the same. And I'm like,
You're like, how boring.
I'm like, I didn't see I'm complaining, and I don't even realize it. But I'm like, no. I want that. That is for
go
me.
back to
I
the
want to
milk
go
and
back
honey.
there, because people are like, you look like people from there. I'm like, I
How do you
belong
then
there.
come back?
Clearly, I belong there.
Not that Bloom is dry and everything. Bloom is fresh, man. There's things there,
Yes.
but I just don't think it's
Nature.
for me. There's just a lot for me here. Yeah, so, and then it happened that I came back here. I was here. When I came back here, I was thinking, I need to get a job. Someone is going to help me find a job. That was my thing. And then I remember to JJ. JJ is the guy who hooked me up with the Tip City gig. Yeah, he inboxed me.
JJ.
Like, I saw you this side.
Is it JJ, the popular JJ?
No.
Oh, okay.
Nah, just
okay,
the JJ
okay.
I used to work with her back in Bloom, cell
alright.
phone shop now. Yeah, so yeah, from Deep City to Black Door, from Black Door to a lot of many other gigs. But now, the first gig at Deep City I was an extra. The Black Door gig, I was a featured extra, which is a bit different. At least the rate is much better, and you are booked there almost frequently. Because when you're an extra, you only go to 1, 2, 3, once, twice. Hey, utla travel, braka. Yo, hey, utla vaya.
And the money is
But
yours
I was
at that
enjoying it
time.
because I was like excited. I'm like, I want this. I wanna get to know what is this. And when I get to these gigs, some of the extras would even think that I'm part of the cast, and I'm like, hey. These people see something that I don't see.
That you don't see.
You know what? I'm gonna stick around. I'm gonna hang in there. And the treatment is not nice when you're an extra. It's not nice. It's not nice. The food, everything, Jay. It's not nice. But I'm like, you know what? It's fine. These people, they're gonna know who I am.
The favor located.
I'm coming back. Yes, I'm coming back. I'm gonna make a turn, and I'm gonna make sure that it happens. So, I've just been putting in the work, putting myself in those spaces.
So I just want to get into the fitness part of it. What made you get into fitness?
Sure. Funny story. I've never really shared it like publicly as. So I have a daughter, 10-year-old daughter. Beautiful. So I remember the mother of my daughter had to move to Eastern Cape, and now I didn't have cause I had a whole routine of when I come back from work, I go see them. Yeah, well. Now they were no longer around. I'm like, I needed to do something. And my brother will always be on my case about my weight. Like, hey, you're not eating, man. You're so skinny. Like, you need to do something. And in the cage, my weight never went up. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try this gym thing. Because he keeps on telling me that I have good genetics. I'm like, what do you want to get? Did see that, man? What do you want to get? He says I have a good structure.
Yeah.
And then I tried gym out, and it didn't take me that long. But to keep fit in the posing, it was part I started posing.
Got it day and stuff.
Not even got it day. I got waiting at least it wasn't bad because we were
okay.
paying. There's weights posing it's hot. We all sweating there. They're like, this guy is taking steroids. I'm like, nah, I've got good genetics. My brother was onto something here. And then from there on, I never stopped. And it even got to a point where it was like an addiction. Not an addiction, a lifestyle. Gym is a lifestyle to me now. I think some of the gigs that I get, I got them because of the physique, of my physique, how I look. And it's also part of just taking good care of yourself, man. Good health, humble confidence. You should know this. When you work out, you have confidence, Jay. When you get to a place, You have that commanding presence.
Yep.
People look at you like,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's sure.
Definitely.
No, like
You should, Letabo, line. You should know this.
okay, but
Don't you work out? You've been asking a lot of gym questions.
I mean, I'm trying. I'm trying. That's something.
Okay.
But my
Clearly
thing
still
is,
have a long way to go.
I
But yeah.
only go to the gym when I know that I have a trip coming up, because my body's like too quick to grasp onto the changes.
Okay.
Right. So if I have a trip in the next 2 months, I'll make sure that for the month before
put
I
in the
become
work.
consistent.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing that a lot of people struggle with, especially when it comes to working out, is discipline. I hear discipline all the time.
Yeah.
But what is discipline? Because yeah, I do hear the diet part of it, which it also does play a role. But diet alone cannot do anything for you. The discipline to work out, because once I just try to lift the weight, I'm just like, this is too hard. No. Somebody must do it for me.
Someone
but-
must do it for you.
Yeah.
But diet-wise, you not.
Yeah. I don't eat a lot. So
Because here's my thing. Here's my
It's
theory.
not about that.
I
I'm
don't
hearing
eat-
lies
I don't-
from next.
I'm not eating a lot of fat like some people that I know who have something to show for
Sounds
it.
like a shot. Okay.
Guns blazing, guns blazing.
This is the part where I put on my sunglasses.
But I know that a lot of
Protect
people have.
yourself, my
Let
brother.
me
Protect
protect
yourself.
myself.
You know, like I would go out with my friends, restaurants and whatever, and I will always order a salad.
A salad.
I
Yeah.
knew why I was doing that. I know when I need to add on protein, and I know when I need to eat clean.
Okay.
And for them, it's just a matter of, but why are we here if you're gonna be having greens and all of that? But it's working towards something.
It's tricky.
Yeah.
It's Spaniel. It's a lot of work. But once you get used to it, hence I say it's a lifestyle now. So I know that I need to do it. Even when it's raining, when I'm tired, I know that I need to go to the gym. I go to the gym at least, if it's a good week, 5 times a week. On lazy days, it's 3. And letting you feel a bit, what was that?
But
So-
also, don't the hours that you spend at the gym count?
Not really. Not really. I think because energy, it's about energy levels. If your energy, you have a lot of energy for the day, you can go. It's fine. But just make sure that you eat for recovery.
Yeah.
Hence, I say food is very important. Your diet is very important. So if you have your diet in order, it's going to be much easier for you. And not just push yourself and
Yeah.
Fine, I'll stop being lazy.
Okay.
Because,
Oh.
well,
It's not for everyone, guys. That I can tell you also.
Please emphasize on that. It's not for everyone. It really isn't for everyone. You know, some others
There's
are
so
just
many
going to buy
people
them.
who ask me for advice, like, what should I do? And then we would start, going to the gym every day. Do I have to? Especially in Nuka winter. I was even asking myself the same question. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
Cool, nothing.
I was about to say,
It feels
how do
like
you
a
then
fuse.
deal with the pain? Because obviously, Wajima, Kausane, your muscles are still.
So
Are still stiff. How do you then deal with that? Because you still have to go back, or you still go back to the
you
gym.
get past that stage. It only happens like maybe
first month.
first month, when once you start and then the body recovers. And then
Or the body adjusts.
It adjusts, yes.
Oh, okay, right.
I have
okay.
questions.
It's at that time when your body is painful that you need to keep going. Because
Yeah,
that's where a lot
'cause
of
that's
people
when
are
it's
just
getting
like,
used to it.
if my body is painful, then I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna go when I'm recovered. But by the time you go and recover and you
start
go
from
back, you're
scratch.
starting from scratch.
The only pain that I can handle is when I'm broke.
I have questions around you having to work out and it being your like part of your job, right? And how do you keep up with that? Like, are there any gigs that require you to be a certain weight and you now have to adjust to that, or is there
no.
anything that requires you to be a certain type or a certain shape?
It hasn't got to that, yes, but I'm very consistent. Like I don't like lose, because sometimes it's this fitness journey. It's a journey, Nayo. It's inzima. It's not easy. Sometimes things are not working out. Like, when you're not in the right mental space, it's not easy for you to maybe pick up weight or to be consistent and just continue. So there's just those times, and then when you're feeling like that, to me it affects my confidence, and I don't want to be outside. I don't want to do anything which is not good. But I try Gucci by all means. Gucci, I'm in the right space of mind, and I keep on. I make sure that my body is into place, because my body is my business card.
That's your
Yay.
business card. Actually, you asked a very interesting question because it's leading to my next question, right? So, acting changes you. You change from one character to the other, right? So, are you prepared? And I'll tell you why. Because in the acting space today, they need you a little bit thin. So, are you prepared to go through the whole entire, accommodating characters type of journey? Because at the end of the day, today you have to be an uncle, you have to transform. Tomorrow they need you a little bit skinnier because you have to be a boxer. Perhaps maybe then after 3 months they need you to be a family man, and then you have to also adjust. And it's a whole entire process. So where are you in terms of all that as an actor?
I'm sorry, but what does an uncle look like? Maybe if I can ask that. I'm sorry, things when you're speaking, I'm just trying to think.
Yeah.
Today you become an uncle, and then tomorrow you're like a boyfriend, and then the other day you're a husband.
No, sometimes they need you to gain weight. Sometimes
50
they
Cent,
need
50
you to.
Cent and that cancer movie.
Yeah.
When he had to lose like
long ago
all
was
of his
that?
muscle. Yep.
That's
I
my
think that's
thing,
what
because-
he's talking about.
And the reason I'm asking this, it is because you mentioned a lot about your body, your confidence, but you're also tapping into a space that, is going to allow you to actually play different
Yeah, it's
characters,
demanding.
go
Sometimes
through
you need
to
a roller
get out of your-
coaster
yeah.
of actually
I
changing
hear
yourself.
you. I think producers, Yazi, they are very specific sometimes when maybe if they're looking for something that I have in terms of acting skills, and Toluguti, the role maybe does not fit the description, my description. Hey, bro, if it's paying good money, why not? I would lose the weight,
Yeah.
but not gaining. I shame that one. I'll have to pass.
What will that do then to your confidence? Because you're confident like this, right?
But when
Then-
you have money, you're confident.
Okay.
Knowing that the money is in the account, you are more confident.
It does not matter.
It does not
Whether
matter.
I'm fat, whether I'm skinny, as long as I have money,
Doesn't matter.
I'll be
You
good.
will take care of it
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It-
money
it
comes
makes
first.
sense.
Your money comes first.
But
also,
are you ready for the whole entire roller coaster of, changing yourself to accommodate characters?
I'm more than ready. I'm excited. I want to
Would
see
see
myself become someone that I'm not.
Challenge yourself.
Play that. Yes, man. It's very interesting. I remember just being in that acting scene for the very first time. I was like, oh, this is how it looks like from just behind the scenes. Looking at the cameras, the operators, you're having your directors. I'm like, so a lot goes in here. There's sound, there's the sound guys, there's light guys. I was so fascinated.
And it's a fast-paced world.
so
2 minutes,
much.
2
I was
minutes
like,
you're changing, 2 minutes. You're
I
shooting
understand that
another
I'm
scene.
an extra, but I'm like, I want to do what these people are doing. I want to do that. And I'm looking into actually doing an acting course next year. I want to do theater first because apparently, like, good actors did
Big
theater.
shout out. Theater is
Top notch.
Where
It will take
all
you.
actors start, and theater
Yep.
will actually prepare you for bigger things in life.
Correct.
Definitely.
So I wanted to say something.
Yeah.
And my something that I wanted to say, it's gonna come back. It's coming back. It's coming back. It's coming back. Okay, but you spoke about an uncle and what an uncle needs to look like, and then we
Yeah.
spoke about the whole transformation phase
Yeah.
that comes into it. Now it's coming back.
Yeah.
So I know that in America they have the body modification synthetic thing that they do.
Yeah, they do
where
it.
You
Yeah.
can be like this, but they can make you fat.
And they can make you thin, and they
And
can make you.
I've seen quite a lot of creators in South Africa who actually do the same thing. And I kind of feel like that is something that we need to feature more in the entertainment industry, especially film and television.
Yeah, a third world man.
Because
I think they do actually. They already do. I've seen stuff of sets. I'm like, they changed your whole character, how you look, your whole.
yeah.
And I'm like, yes.
Maybe educate us on that.
Because the last time I saw it was when Leon Schuster was doing it. You know, Mama Jack?
Yeah. I get
As he did it.
that I get. But remember that there are some things that like with the 50 Cent thing, they couldn't modify him to look sick. They couldn't modify him to look like he had cancer.
True.
So he literally had to
Starve
lose the
himself.
literal weight. So my thing is sometimes if it pays good money, I mean, and they say, please, just lose the weight on your face and we need to see the cheekbones and we need to see, you looking sick, the eyes going in and. That's the one that I'm talking about. You being bigger, you being thinner, it's something that they can do.
I'm gonna deviate a little bit.
Yeah.
Remember the Twilight? Twilight.
Yeah.
Which one?
Vampire
movie
When
where they look
she was
pale and
pregnant.
stuff. Yeah.
I forgot which part that is, but when she was pregnant, we got to see her go from being like when she looked
She
beautiful.
had to lose the weight.
She lost the.
She had to lose the weight in real life.
That had to like happen in
No,
real production
she had
time.
to lose.
Let me tell you something
It's
about
not
acting,
in real
right?
production time.
There's modifying you. We can put on stuff, for you to look a little bit bigger. But there are characters that requires you as a whole to change. And I'll tell you why, right? I remember vividly the last time I auditioned for Noah on Skim Sam, which I was required to be a high school boy. I had to cut off my beard. Those are the drastic changes that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Do you understand? There are changes so that we can amend there and there, put on something here, you look. Do you understand? But there are changes that goes within actually changing
Mara,
the
give
whole
to
entire
Khagala,
dimension.
Zim.
I'm not gonna take off that image because
I've been around, and that was the most traumatizing time actually, because I remember the weekend I was going to Durban July. Now I had to shave my beard.
How did
now
that
I'm
feel?
in Durban. I'm looking like a
I'd feel
child.
ugly.
I can't even share like the corners.
I feel ugly because when I take off this, I mean, this is fine. I can always take off bad when I take off this.
Exactly my point.
Are you
There-
just like,
There are
I
such
look like a baby
drastic
boy.
changes. Yeah, there are such drastic changes. That is why I was asking, are you ready for those drastic changes? Because
Yeah.
it's another thing, man, to put something here that I look buff. It's another thing to actually
You just reminded me of
work
something
on your
now.
body.
Yeah. We shot Queen Mojaji a month ago.
a big shout out, a big
shout
show
out.
in the
It just came
country.
Thank you. So they had to cut my hair, like literally take off the fade. Yeah.
did
Exactly
you
my
not?
point.
Yeah. I'm like, this lady can't take
Nix.
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 Call the producers like because now I've sent in the pictures again and they approve that okay, we want this guy as a warrior, the Bapedi warrior. Now there's a specific look. It's olden days gonna go the fade.
No, not the fade.
Yes, I thought about it. Yes, I was about to leave. I'm like, yes, this is gonna be a long production. The money is good. I'm like, nah, it's fine. The gigs didn't
So you actually did go through the changes and you did allow yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. If there's coins, I mean, let the coin speak.
let the coin speak.
Like, okay, sharp, ukutang borwa ka marempeng wiki or something.
Like, give me something afterwards.
There's
yeah.
no way.
I was expecting a week nyano, when I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
the yo.
Nothing. They just cut your hair
cut it
straight
off.
up.
But
They
my hair grows
rearrange
so
you.
fast. I had to go to the barber like every week. I did adjusting and the guy was good. Like he was able to fix it. But every time I go back, but it closer. Like, my sister.
Like, please, help me.
Put on some makeup, concealer nyana or something. I'm like, hi, con. Continuity.
Rearrange.
Now we're going to deviate a bit from the acting scene to the real reason why we all know you, you know? The ultimatum, all
Going back to the
about
ultimatum.
testing a relationship. And we've got to see how all the relationships from the contestants got to be tested and all of that, right?
Yeah.
And from watching the ultimatum, I had to put myself in your guys' perspective when I go through the ultimatum. And the first answer I got is yes, I would. Because I think I've explained it to Gift before that when it comes to relationships, when it comes to love, I always look forward to being in a relationship and I look forward to loving somebody because there's just something that comes with being with somebody and being able to share the love you have with another person.
Yeah.
And you're a father. And also you are someone's main, you know? And there's a lot of love that goes into it. And also you've explained to us the intention behind going to the ultimatum.
Yeah.
For somebody like myself who's, yeah, I know, don't look at me like that. Don't.
Single and looking.
Boy,
but I'm not going to say
you
it.
wish it was
No,
single.
continue.
Wish it was single. But I struggle a lot with relationships. Not because I'm not the problem, but I've never gone past a year in a relationship.
And you've never been the problem.
Well, maybe once or twice.
Maybe once or twice.
Yeah, but it's not because of hectic things, but I don't know why. Maybe that's why I love being
Maybe
in a
you are the
relationship
problem.
because you wish I was the problem. I'm
No,
not.
a year. Have you been in a relationship for over a year?
Oh my God. I am that girl that goes into relationships for a very long
I've
time.
also
I'm
passed
that
a
girl.
year.
I'm that girl. I'm always that girl. Like,
You realize
But
that you had a
things
problem.
happen also. You never know. I get you.
Yeah.
Because now, yes, as I've been in so many relationships. And I don't say it like in a like bragging way, but I'm like,
Yeah.
you can also look at it this way. It's good. You get to learn people because there's so many people out there. We've got
Correct.
different characters.
Yeah.
You get to understand people. You understand yourself. So in a relationship, you learn about the person. You learn about yourself also. So yeah, just try to make sure Guti, you reflect. You reflect after every relationship. When it ends, reflect. Look at yourself. Look at the things that matter and try to fix where you can fix going into the next one. So don't give up on love. I'm a hopeless romantic. So if you are, don't give up on love. There's definitely someone out there for you who's a better fit.
always, always.
Always.
So I want to go to now. Okay, we've gone from where you've come from, where you are now. So where do you see yourself?
Where do I see myself? Huh, I'm also still discovering Ulindile. Ne? It's a whole process, but I've just seen myself now going more leaning more towards the fitness because I've been getting a lot of kicks as a fitness. So I don't know
Shout
what that
out.
means for me in terms of the acting space, but I'll maybe try to revisit also next year. And there's also modeling. I also do modeling, guys. So I'm not someone who wants to box myself. So if time is there for me, I will try and do whatever it is that is just in front of me, as long as it says camera and money.
And moolah.
money, and money.
That's all that matters.
But how versatile are you then as an actor? And I'll tell you why I'm asking this, right? Because there's a thing called typecasting, right? You look like this, and then obviously a character that requires someone like this, they always gonna get Lindile. So how open are you and how versatile are you as an actor?
I'm yet to discover that. That's a very good question. I've also been asking myself the very same question, and I think I am I'm most of the time confident or do much better when I rehearse scripts with Caesar because she stays with me. We stay together. I can tonaga. And sometimes I doubt myself. It's not easy. So, but there's a lot of actors who are actually shy. So, an actor's not. It's not about being bubbly or I want to being talkative. It's about creating something that does not even exist. So
Bring a character to life.
bring a character to life. So I want to learn, man. I'm gonna learn these things. So I'm just gonna give myself time. One thing I told myself is that give yourself time. Be very patient with yourself.
Yeah.
But make sure, Gucci, you are aggressively putting pressure also on yourself. Be patient aggressively. Don't be patient. Gucci, no, it's not time yet. I'm gonna wait on these things to come. No, wait on them, but aggressively doing it. But putting yourself in those spaces.
Okay, right. Okay, right. So, cool, this everything that is happening in your life, you get to a point now, you are famous, right? How do you then deal with fame? And how you got famous, it was through the Ultimatum, right?
Yeah.
Which we get to see you and your partner. But then again, being famous has pros and cons. And pros and cons can also be, people loving you and people, having a lust.
People don't know where to draw the boundaries.
They
Exactly
really
my
don't.
point.
Yeah, no.
How do you then deal with the whole entire idea of being famous? People loving you for who you are, also people loving you because they want you for
They want a
themselves.
piece of me.
Exactly my point. And also, being famous with a partner. How do you
With a
then
partner.
deal with the whole entire thing called fame?
Pieces, son.
Yo, Yazi, the whole experience, like being on the show, was just something unfamiliar already. Having to deal with that and then coming back home after production, because I think it took like a year before the show was released, because we shot it like last year,
I figured that.
early last year. So literally, and some people don't even know this, but yeah, we go back home now. There's after effects of all of this now. We're not happy. How we approach it, we're like, okay, I'm gonna tell you what happened on my other side. The first 3 weeks of my on my trial marriage.
Trial marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
before
they
even the
haven't
show
seen it,
aired.
right?
Yeah, before it even aired. As honest as possible and be open-minded, because we already, this whole process was just, it's crazy, it was bizarre. So we went through that, having to heal now. I want to heal before the show comes. There's just so much emotions involved. Because now also when the show is out, people have different opinions. People have a lot to say. There's people who like you, there's people who don't like me, and I'm not used to people not liking me, because I have a very small circle, and people who know me who for who I am really appreciate me. Now I
plus
have
you're very
people
shy.
who like, oh, well,
Yeah.
yes, now how do I deal with this? Kilabana, like when you're in a public space and someone gives you that look like, I don't like you, and like you don't even know how to act. But I'm like, I'm getting used to it now. I'm actually used to it. I'm like, it's okay. Footy was a reality show. Yeah, people are there to have opinions.
Yeah.
So I want to go back to your question. I feel like I've deviated a bit.
So the question is, how do you then deal with the whole entire fame?
How do I, having people, as when it comes to lust, because I've always looked like this. When I was on the show, I have lost weight there. I was smaller than now.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's evident, but I've always been that person who
not
works.
even.
No, but I was small there. Like I was working out, but
You were bigger than all the guys there.
well.
So it made you bigger.
But yeah, nothing new. Just that now everything is intense. Obviously after the experience, because there's just a lot of people who are curious. People following also on Instagram. There's just messages that are like, "Hey, dude, you just showed me on TV getting proposed to someone. That means how off the market. What do you mean? Getting like people like you from even overseas. When are you coming to America? I'm like, hey, this is crazy.
I'm not coming.
I'm not coming. I'll let you know when I come. Let me know when you leave your partner, when things don't work. I'm like,
Come
it's
on.
crazy, ne?
That's
And I'm
very
like,
crazy.
nah.
Yeah.
I'm not, you mustn't allow these things get to you. Ne? So you focus on your relationship, focus on just being a better person and getting the things that you want in life, and you've promised each other. So, yeah.
Yep.
True.
Very beautiful, very beautiful. In closing, from me, I just want to thank you for
Are
defining.
we closing? I still want to talk about money.
Do you
You still want to talk about money?
Yeah. I
Okay,
still want to talk about money.
That's the most
I wanna
famous
talk about
question
money.
that he has.
Okay, right. So
I'll have you have it.
Look, and the reason why I want to talk about money, right, it is because as artists, obviously I always say when you are at your prime of your career, when you are hot, that's when you should make money more. So now with the biggest international show, here in the country, you being part of it, how's the money now in the industry?
In the industry.
Yeah.
Well, it came with a lot of opportunities, I must say. It did, but I don't think, because we always have like a picture in our heads that things will go this way. You have a plan, and sometimes your plan doesn't really go according the way when you've structured it. But one thing I can tell you, that God is faithful, and He's been just throwing things at me. Nje. It's been very busy. It's been hectic. Busy with money. There's being busy and just being busy, nje, not making something. So God has been He's been blessing us.
So is the money good now?
It's coming.
Okay.
It's coming.
Brother.
If it's better than before, it means it's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Progressive.
It's yes.
So acting, obviously fitness. What do you also want for yourself in the entertainment industry now that you are at an advantage, because obviously you are popular now?
Well,
If Makivano is to say, yo dog,
Sure.
I need you to MC my event.
Is that a cell phone?
What
Yes, it is.
Eh?
It is. No, he's on a cell phone.
No.
Makivano's on a cell phone.
You guys are being spicy as fuck. But if Makivano is to call to be like, yo dog, here's an event I want you to MC. What are we looking at? How much are you charging?
MC.
Yeah.
I've never thought of MC. I don't know if
Maybe hosting an event?
maybe hosting or presenting. I'm thinking of presenting in the future, and I've actually bumped into someone who actually had an idea for me. I'm like, we'll get into it. We'll see how things go. So born. it aligns with just everything, Jay, that I've planned. I don't know about MCing. Hey, are you asking me my rate card? You want the prices?
I'm a firm believer, right? And let me tell you something, right? I've been around for the longest time.
Yeah.
I'm at a point where I know that talent will always carry me, but I also understand that a brand has to make money.
Yeah.
So I always want the next person also to take advantage in the entertainment industry, because there's a point where you hustle, there's a point where now you are eating.
Sure.
So I'm getting to that point in your life. Hence, I'm asking all these questions around money to say, look, if someone is to call and be like, yo, I want you to MC, what are we looking at? How much are you charging? Based on, the experience and the exposure that you have now.
Well, one thing about me, I'm not choosing. I think it depends on the brand also. How big is the brand and what do they have? But standard price, we're looking at 20K at least.
Of course.
20K plus.
We're talking. That's what I wanted to hear. We're
20K
talking.
plus.
Now you can close it. As long as my people are making money, I'm happy.
That's it.
I'm happy. I'm happy. Now you can close the show.
You know what? I'm not gonna be this person. You see how I'm looking at you? See how I'm looking at you?
Through the glasses. And so are the days of our lives.
But from my end, in closing, I just want to say thank you for, being part of the Ultimatum SA season 1. Who would have thought that would be having an ultimatum in South Africa? And for you to grasp the opportunity to go there and not only introduce yourself as a person who's getting into the industry, but to also share with us what your life story is and where it is right now. A lot of people wouldn't have guessed that you would make it out of the show because of the things that has been happening there.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it just proves to show that as long as we keep on choosing each other, there's nothing that's stopping people.
Exactly.
And that's what I want to thank you for.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
From your side, in closing?
In closing, I just want to also thank you for being here, and we got to know you as a person more than like a person from the Ultimatum, because that's what people want to know most of the time. But we got to know like your personal journey, which is very, very rich. So we really like to thank you for being here and taking the call.
Thank you very much.
All right, from my side, brother. What I want to say, right? Look,
Okay, it's definitely.
from the time that we spoke, I saw a very humble person, but someone who's very power hungry for success, right? It doesn't stop here. And look, fame, it's just a cloud, man. It's just a cloud. And taking advantage of other fame, it's another thing. So you deserve the best in the world with everything, with opening, for everyone to be able to know and be in your life. But now it's time to make money out of the whole entire thing. And what I can say is continue to shine and prosper. Go out there and make money. The world is your oyster. And look, we are at a point where, there are so many platforms that are giving us an opportunity to actually shine and do whatever that we want to do.
Yeah.
Take advantage and kill the game, brother.
Thanks. Danko.
Big shout out.
And
once.
I can't promise that this is the last time people are going to be seeing you, because you mentioned that presenting is the keyword that we need from this
This is going to be a
podcast.
very familiar face.
Big
It's been
shout
a
out
good
once.
one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, because as the Trendsetters family, we are taking the world by storm. Today, we brought you the Ultimatum SA. I wonder what we have on the next episode.
I wonder.
Yeah, nah. Should we keep it in the back for now?
No, tell them. I'm joking. We don't have time.
We are out of here, man. Don't forget to obviously support us across all the social media platforms, and more than anything, support our guest, man. Take him to another level. Let him make money. This country is very rich,
And I
and
hope
you
that-
guys, for not paying. Man.
And I
Next
hope
time
that-
when you book me,
I
give me $1
do.
million.
I do hope that I hope that the couch potatoes now see what a body needs to look like.
And Lindile, as your
We are out
closing
of
words, anything?
Anything. Okay. What do I have to say? I think I've shared so much. Okay. I don't know when the episode is airing, but there's a foundation that's happening on Mandela Day. It's called Duma Foundation. It's more about mental health. So there's gonna be a lot of guests there. your dancers, fitness influencers like myself. I'll be conducting and instructing a fitness routine. It's jam packed. It's jam packed.
How do you need us to support you on that?
I'm just not, because it's actually this coming weekend, so
Okay.
there's not enough time. I don't know if you guys can be of help at this point, but you never know. You never know. So maybe if we can just maybe try and push more tickets. But the money is about the foundation. So Duma is running an initiative like just trying to open clinics for mental health, just making mental health issues a norm, make it a normal thing, because I think it's a big thing.
It's a big thing that we overlook most of the time. Maybe then we're gonna invite you one day and we're gonna talk about that.
Mental health.
Mental health.
Because I've seen you being involved in such projects, and mental health it's a topic for another day, really. And
It's a topic, man.
it's a lot. It's a lot.
I know
It's a
this
lot.
from experience because my mom suffers from mental health, and it's been for over 20 years. So I support this. I support this whole thing.
Nah, man, we'll arrange properly. We need to talk about that. Something that we need to touch base on, especially for young people, young creatives as well.
I'm gonna do this. Mental health, brother.
Mental health.
Brother.
Danko, let's get out of here with it.